because he can hit with the orb. He can kill you through the cold embrace.
So they take Nyx. If I'm Navi here, I probably grab Sniper.
Yeah, I like Sniper a lot.
If there's like, normally I would say there's like flex options for like Veno, but I think he gets wrecked by Brood in lane. And you have to avoid bad matchups at all costs. And Sniper's not even that bad if he had to do it. Like I would take...
I guess the sort of standard pick, the safe pick would be Queen of Pain.
I think Sniper DK is better
okay.
here. Just because I think if you take one of these in-cores, it's going to be kind of rough to play against the Disruptor and the Nyx.
Templar Assassin. I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, as we were talking about momentum and tempo here, VP, all their heroes, they gotta have that tempo. OD that's coming in from behind is probably the worst hero in Dota. So I think if Navi went for something a little bit more aggressive than Templar, it'd be a little easier. So I don't know.
Pasha.
Pasha's actually forced out of bottom lane entirely. Mid.
I mean, Dendi,
he's in some trouble here.
Very close there, indeed, with that Astral. They set him up for an easy first blood. Coming a little too close to the tower. You can't do that with the Astral in play. More than enough time to buy for TPs to come through, and you send a Disruptor into the mix, and they have more than enough catch to hold him underneath that tower. Dendi has to tone back that sort of aggression in that matchup. Of his life, comes back in with a Burrow Strike. General is there to back him up with the Chakra, and they're bringing Ramses down low. The Spiders continue to chase, but Roger, he's got the Sandstorm. Lil comes in, one more decay will do it, does manage to find the SK kill. General may be in trouble as well, actually. They've got that Tombstone down, Thunderstrike as well with a Vision. It's just a level 1 glimpse. See Solo, can he get himself in range? There we have it, peels him back into the field. Oh, times it perfectly as well, so there's no Timber Chain. The timing there on the glimpse, the same time as the chain came out, so there was no escape for General. Down in Seneko, they'll take down one. Pasha with the patience again, not revealing himself, ready to turn and fight for more. Roger tries to go with the Burrow Strike. The Tombstone is down. Dendi's there as well, looking towards Solo. He'll take down the Disruptor. Crystallize turning up the fight as well. Navi looking to turn this one. Pasha falling low. The physical from Dendi's enough to get the kill. Double kill for Dendi on the TA. Lil trying to get himself out. No one's going to be left behind. The setup is there for Dendi to pick up the triple. Navi this time ready to hit back at their own tower.
Quick responses from Navi. They had Dendi in the area. Everybody else starts to
They do have this push. I mean, sure, it doesn't really matter for the tier 1, but maybe that they can try for a tier 2 as well. They've got the glimpse. Again, Solo quick with the setup. The stun's there, holding back General. And when will this man stop making plays like this? I don't think anytime soon. Solo's Disruptor may become a thing that we don't get to enjoy that much more in this tournament if he continues to play as he is this game. As I believe there's every reason for teams to be very scared of going against it.
Bottom
lane. Oh, there's the jump in. The stun, but Roger, he kind of has to back out. They've got the glimpse back onto him. He's trying to get out of there. Ramses has been turned upon by Dendi, but now Ramses, he just pops the BKB and he chases down Dendi himself. He's forcing this TA back. They've got the Thunderstrike down. Dendi continuing to try and run himself away, but the refraction's gone off. VP claim another life. Seneko turns with a quick Hex onto Solo, but they're not even going to kill Solo this time. Ramses just continues to chase him, grabs the double kill. And VP's power and aggression feeling very confident.
It's getting pretty out of hand here.
He's got to complete his Shiva's Guard as well. This is VP at their finest. They look towards Crystallize. He pops the BKB, looks towards Ramses, but Ramses with his own BKB and ult, heals back up to full, turns towards Dendi. There's the Nullifier, setting up for the glimpse back. They've got the control. Dendi's down, Sanity's Eclipse is dropped, and Dendi down for a full minute.
That was a fresh BKB delivered by Dendi too, and he just gets nullified and can't pop it.
I think at this point, Navi are going to rely on VP making some very heavy mistakes, but VP do not look like they turned up to make any sort of mistakes at all today with this sort of a performance. They'll get the full set of racks down bottom. Easy lane for VP to clean up.
And look at this, everyone's full man on the side of VP, so
and
they
they're
just
ready
keep
to go
going.
back in. They are indeed. That aura from No One doing absolutely everything. They've got the lockdown onto the Weaver. He can't even Shikuchi away. Crystallize is gone. The supports do nothing. The cores do nothing of Navi now.
I think that might just be the game, to be honest. There's still like the outer tier 2 towers, but it's looking like Navi just can't take fights into this VP lineup.
Not at all.
They're
off, and now Pasha sees Roger, jumps in, Sanity's Eclipse is down, and so is the Sand King. Roger's gone, No One moving across the sidelines. Dendi trying to hold him off, but at this stage, Dendi does not have the damage to cut through the armor of this OD with the Shiva's Guard. They have the glimpse back onto Seneko. Seneko goes for a shackle, but the Arcane Orb's already out. Seneko's down, Navi lose 2. No One just blinking in aggressively. He knows he can. There's no way that Navi punished this to stun. Will miss, so Dendi able to blink back. BKB popped by Crystallize. He'll look towards Ramses, but he's really doing no damage at all with the evasion from the butterfly. Ramses pretty much invincible, and no one's just moving in for the big kills. Their tap out is too much for Navi now. GG is called. Virtus Pro take game 1, and what a treat it is to see VP when they play like this. It's just no flaws at all. They had a plan, they pulled it off, and definitely the second half of that game looked like it was an absolute walk in the park for VP.
Yeah, it was only like a 1K gold advantage until like the 25-minute mark or so, and then everything just went completely berserk. They found pick after pick after pick, while Navi just couldn't really find anything with them because this Disruptor, honestly, Solo played out of his mind.
Pasha
as well. Yeah, they did super well, and Ramses, even though he was versus a Timbersaw in the lane, he was top net worth the entire time, gets an incredibly early Desolator.
Because of the heroes that had already been banned, with Weaver and PL already out of the pool, with Nyx not making sense in Navi's lineup, there's just, as long as you fit ban the AM, there's no real good Medusa counter left, and you just lock it in.
Yeah, I mean, Razors are secure because in this situation because you get doomed, you don't really care. You can outrun them. Like, your hero's really fast. The amount of lockdown that they have, as long as one person gets a force, it's okay. And this is the counter that they use in China for the Omni Knight and the Razor, because you can steal Static Link back. You can become your own Omni too. So I think that's the idea.
Pasha and Roger, they're just duking it out between the two towers at the moment because Pasha pulled the creep wave all the way there. So Roger's trying to get as much as he can to make sure the wave doesn't get fully denied, but that's going to hurt the Morphling. It's going to hurt the Morphling quite a lot. Roger's trying to salvage it, but look at the damage coming out.
I mean, Mystic Snake and
oh my
Decay
God. He's dead.
Well played indeed from no one. He's over the moon with Lil making that sort of a wow.
To be honest, it's a really hard lane for Navi. He wants to try to help General out. Trying to make Ramses go over aggressive here.
Getting a heavy static link though. I mean, Ramses is going to take all the damage. General's trying to fight this, but there's a lot of right click on this Razor with the back of a solo locking them down in the kinetic field. General's falling low and he's falling down. That's one down. And I mean, I guess you sort of see the intention from Navi there. They were hoping the battery assault would be enough, but that was a bit of wishful thinking that gets heavily punished, as you cannot make that sort of play against a safe lane Razor, especially when you don't know trouble. Solo's going to be there to back him up. Can General finish it off? It can't quite. Roger trying for the chase down, but Solo's there with the body block. Ramses will be okay. Solo again, just enough to save that Razor. Seneko is down here though. Ramses has to be. Oh, Ramses! He reveals himself there with a right click across the tree line, and he gets zapped. He did not expect that one. I mean, he should have. That Shaman was ready to go, Seneko.
He was trying to bait them with he has 14 wand charges, so he's trying to bait them in more, but Seneko was just with the high damage Ether Shock, too much for to expect.
Oh. Pulling low, Lil leaving that Sora to the last possible moment, trying to get as many units as he can around him. And will save no one. They'll drag back General. Shackles there for Seneko though. Navi do have their numbers as Roger comes through. Lil in the midst of the cogs at the moment, looking towards General. Ramses goes in with the plasma field, bringing General down low, does claim the clock kill. Can they get more? They've got the Thunder Strike onto Roger. I have the Storm Pop, but Ramses, he can't get up to the high ground. Seneco's there guarding it, and look who's turned up. Crystallize, he's here with the rotations. Comes in onto Ramses, repels there from Pasha. Will it keep this man alive? The body blocks as well from Pasha, holding Crystallize at bay. Purification's there to top Ramses back up. Ramses, he may not be fine though. Dendi's there with the wrap, and they find the Vibe Strike, but the GA comes out. Pasha doing his best to save his lineup. The Magical still bringing Ramses down low with the Corrosive. It's gone. Ramses is down. Navi find the kills that they were looking for, getting the action secured for Crystallize, taking down Ramses. But what
heroes standing around those Ancients to make sure that no one gets them.
And now Navi are moving in. There's still some of the Ancients left. No one and Lil hiding the tree line. Look at the Vibe Strike down onto Lil. Purification comes through, bringing Dendi down low. They put the GA as well. Dendi forcing himself away. No one popping the Stone Gaze. Navi keeping themselves at bay. Looking to re-initiate if they can.
Solo's dead. Like, that's the big gain there.
And look at this. Crystallize becomes the Omni Knight. She can't pick him. Just morph him. And they will take some of these bigger Ancients off the back of this as well. As you say, this is just Navi.
Yeah, they're really playing incredibly well this game. Their movement is on point.
I think if you were a Navi fan in game one, you still had to spit of a glimpse back onto Roger. He is trapped in the field, but he's big. Where's the disable? It's not necessary. They do have enough damage, which you would hope so with 5 heroes going in onto one target. But only just, and as we see there, you know, they have to make those sort of plays as 5. If there wasn't 5 heroes there, maybe he gets out with the TP.
Crystallize has full Ethereal Blade up, and goodbye, Solo. He just got it delivered on the courier.
Yeah, one of the painful ways of finding out that that item's done. Quick 2-shot to the face. Towards Pasha, Static Storm's down. The cogs sort of splitting VP up, making it hard for Solo to get involved. He's already popped down the Static Storm, but BKB's there from Crystallize. Crystallize is fine. The Doom's down onto no one. He's still at full health, though. They can't kill this Medusa. General is going to get taken down there by Ramzes. Now the ult comes out. They'll back up, trying to kite no one. But overall, VP, they're certainly taking control of this team fight. Seneko will get chased down. They've got the glimpse back, of course. Solo's there with the catch on to Dendi. And VP find 3 heroes. Navi denied their Roshan. Pasha does indeed end up going down on that bottom lane as Crystallize was pushing in, and he comes in alone, gets blown up.
So they doomed no one there.
They did. They dropped it on the Medusa.
Everything on him, and he was just perfectly fine. I mean, they also have ridiculous sustain coming out from VP. If there was like a healing meter there, the mech from Pasha, the purification.
Really do now. 4K lead for Navi. No one, and Crystallize still sort of toe-to-toe in the farm. And the defense can be strong for VP, as I keep saying, but not when it's split up as it has been, with the way that Navi are able to separate VP across the lanes. Crystallize, a quick blast onto mid. No one will be fine. He's got full backup. Roger actually comes in. Oh, he gets the Doom on Pasha. This could be big if they can take the fight. No one puts the Static Storm, but Solo. The Static Storm's there. Catches 3. Crystallize puts the BKB, but Navi, they've lost the Aegis on Roger. They've lost General. Crystallize trying to get stuck in. He's looking towards Ramzes. Pops the Linker Sphere, but no one's cleaning up. He's already got the double kill picked up on the Medusa. Navi trying there with the best of intentions. They get that initial Blink Doom onto the Omni, but still the rest of VP very, very large. They have that sustain elsewhere.
If you look at, like, just looking at the net worth, look at this. Omni Knight, Undying, Disruptor, bottom 3. And then it's a whole lot of Navi's heroes until we get to the Dusa Razor Medusa, or Dusa Razor Morphling. Butterfly finished up now. They have to itemize for that. Getting an MKB out next, probably on the Medusa is the goal. And I actually think no one has it already. Okay, he sold the Mask of Madness and he has finished up that MKB. And oh, a DD.
Oh. All right,
they get General,
he does indeed. He finds the catch. Doom's there straight away onto Pasha. They're trying to bring him away, but the chase down's there from Roger and General. They crouch him out, bring him down. They'll also get the touch onto Ramzes. Quick blast from Crystallize takes him. No one comes. Oh, this DD! Oh, the DD! Oh, the damage! They've got to run. They've got to hide. Navi have lost 2, maybe even more. No one chases down. They're way far away on Crystallize, but Navi did lose 3 there. That double damage rune doing a heck of a lot there for VP.
Base DD rune.
Oh. I mean, they still lost 3 heroes themselves. I don't know if they can do anything in time. They have very, very low sort of initiation potential. They'll drop a Static Storm at the mouth of the pit. But Navi are more than fine to just keep to the side of it all. No one going into the center of it all, trying to kick things off. Pops the Stone Gaze. Navi just keeping their distance. Oh, that Doom, Roger! He gets the Omni Knight. Pasha has to back off. Shiva's guard popped as well. Roger's in trouble, though. The chaser there from Ramzes and no one. They have claimed a second. Now Crystallize trying to go to work. Pops the BKB, trying to bring down this Medusa, but he can't do it. He's too big, this Medusa, and with the back of a Pasha can now re-engage after the Doom's worn off. Navi is starting to lose hero after hero, and they're going to lose potentially Dendi as well. He forces up to the high ground. No one trying to chase. Oh, he gets the Scud. No, he doesn't. Well, that Ghost Scepter may have just saved Dendi's life. No, it looks like the snake is too fast. Medusa continues to chase. He's got the cheese, and that will put no one off when chasing, but still. Game at the first series, the major. We got a Rapier purchase. I don't know what's going on over in the Liquid Fnatic games. Maybe Envy's done it over there. You never know with the Envy games.
He just makes his way into the pit. This is a refresher shard. This is a refresher shard too. That's really significant.
I mean, he's taking it quickly.
Navi does seem like they know this is up. Everyone running to the pit now.
Oh my goodness, Roger, he's in. He's around the outside of it all. We've seen him do something big before.
Crystallize is going for the split.
Can he do it again? That's the question. Crystallize does indeed take down Solo. There's the jump. Roger goes in. Does he manage to grab anything? He doesn't by the looks of it.
Nope.
They picked up everything. Crystallize indeed trying for the split. He's trying to fight up against backdoor protection. The creep's now moving in. We'll take it off, but VP, they're back in time for the defense. Mid lane though, tier 3's gone. Seneko gets the playoff. He's desperately trying to take this. And with the shackles, the wards continue to do quite a bit to these racks. It's not enough though. Crystallize looks for Pasha, but the Glimmer Cape allowing Pasha to get away. VP now trying to chase down Ramzes. Shoves himself forward with the Hurricane Pike. But Crystallize should be fine. Throws out a quick stunt, puts Ramzes off guard. And
Ramzes got Aegis and Cheese, and then Lil grabbed the refresh. Was setting up for him though.
I mean, it's such a hard kill to go for.
He can't do it by himself
No.
by any means.
I mean, he's got to back off. He's teasing with it. He's playing. No one actually trying to chase this. He wants to get this kill with a Divine Rapier. Damage is close. Doesn't quite get it. Pasha comes in. Navi now have to get out. They've stuck around a little too long. In general, does he really want to try for this? He's got the rocket flare. He'll go in with the hook shot, cancelling the TP. But do they have the damage? He's popped back. They got the Doom after this. And this is perfect for Navi. They're going to be able to bring down no one. Rapier hits the deck.
Crystallized
Oh,
the Rapier
boy.
now. And Pasha.
That kill there. And now the buyback comes out for no one. They have to throw everything back at this. The Lotus Orb keeping the Omni safe. Solo gets taken down though. Ramses has the Hex on General. They had to be so careful how they poke and prod at Navi with Crystallize having that Rapier. We'll look towards Ramses, pop the Lincolns, but I mean that catch from General.
That was such a good bait play by Roger.
Absolutely all go Navi's way.
Yeah.
It's Navi looking to push this series to game 3 in quite a spectacular fashion. This has been a brilliant start to the day.
And they're staying right at the face of VP's base. Yep. So VP can't really run out and go farming.
VP trying to come out.
Right.
The Hex, but these mass forces taking him apart, making it hard. Dendi, oh, he jumps in, but he gets Hexed immediately. Dendi's gone. Dendi's down for 100. VP, they would love to try and find something more of this. They've got their eyes on to Crystallize. Crystallize waveforming away. Force forward from Ramses, trying to chase, turn towards the easier target. Takes the kill onto Roger, but Ramses is solo. Crystallize comes straight back in, gets the kill. Buyback from Roger. Navi wanting to throw as much as they can in here. They've dropped the walls down. They've claimed the melee racks in the middle lane. Only the range racks remain standing for VP. So sure, Navi, they lose a couple of heroes, but they get Ramses and they're getting these racks.
Yeah.
I don't think Dendi's too worried about going down here.
Yeah, always a neat combo you see coming out is he gets hexed and then they glimpse the immobile turret, 308 movement speed.
I mean, I don't think they're going to want to leave their base anytime soon, VP. It is just going to be around playing this sort of full base defense mode.
Yep. Crystallize jumps in, he's looking for the Rex. Oh.
That's an Aegis down. Can they kill him a second time though? That's the question. They don't have Ramses with a lockdown. Static Storm's there. They've got the control as well with the kinetic field. They'll get no one into the midst of it all. With these double rapiers, they're bringing them down low. Crystallize, still alive for the time being. The Stone Gaze is effective being waveform forward. He wants to take the racks. He does get it, but he will almost certainly pay off his life. As he falls, so does Roger on the Doom. He's down for 110 seconds. But they do get the racks. So that's the third rapier. VP now have control of all 3 rapiers.
Yep.
It's turning into one of those games, ladies and gentlemen.
It is indeed.
Check the buyback on Morphling. Crystallize does not need to buy back for this defense. They actually find the Hex onto Ramses. TP coming through as they bring no one in with the upgraded bots. Oh! That's going to be General down. He has to buy back. Seneko goes sceptering him, trying to back away. No one just heads forward, pushing Navi back. Can they really stop this push of the triple rapier effort that VP can put together? The GA comes through, but still, that's Undying down once. He has that Undying talent. He's going to be back for round 2. They've opened up onto Ramses. Ramses falling low. Can they finish off this race? They can. Razor's down. Now Dendi turns towards Medusa, but the Stone Gaze comes through. No one shot forward. He's been disarmed. Dendi, he got the Heaven's Halberd off in time, but it might not matter. Dendi and Seneko having to keep their distance. Mass buybacks coming out from VP, but this could be a dieback. They have the shackles. Crystallizes there with the damage. It's a dieback from Ramses. He's come straight back in and he's immediately out. The lockdown's there from the Shaman. The follow-through damage more than enough from the
insane amount of damage.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
VP smoked up. They're looking to try to catch him off guard here. Solo does have the Aghanims, as we mentioned previously.
Oh, can he get the catch? Navi on the high ground. They've got the vision onto Roger. Glimpsing back in the field, but General's there immediately with a hook shot on the side of it. Repels down to Ramses.
The Doom's a big
force
target,
them away. Look at this base though. Seneca's already gone in with the double. He's laid them down. There's no fortification.
God, look at the damage.
There's no fortification. He's going to be game over. It's done. Navi push it to a game 3. Oh, he just walks in, drops the wards, and
that's got to be a stressful game for both sides. This game went incredibly long, 70 minutes. Was that one of the fastest throne deaths we've ever seen?
I think so.
Those double wards killed it.
He didn't need 3. They just the 2 of them.
Just hold the game. I think Tide, Legion, and Bat all have good value because they all do something different. Like the Legion will shove out waves and he gets rid of Amp. But they take CK and it is an offlane Weaver.
Yeah, it's going to be a General Weaver, and I actually think this is the right answer, tempo-wise. I think CK, man, I don't know who thought that it would be balanced to move that level 25 talent on Reality Rift to level 20, but that hero his power spike now, when he gets that heart online at around the same time as that level 20 reality rift talent, he can just grab Luna through that BKB and she just dies.
Potentially, sir.
Is gonna save the day. Dendi may just survive here. He's got the siphon. Lil's coming in, he's got another crush. And he can't quite close the gap. Dendi will survive. And with that, they'll turn and look towards Lil. And not only will he survive, I think they're going to get the first blood here for sure. Seneko has the shackles. And I have to say, that shackle from Seneko onto Luna, without a shadow of a doubt, being what saves Dendi there in that situation, making sure that extra...
For me, is Roger and Seneko were just killing it with their movements around the map to the point where they had a decent advantage coming out. Here we go, bottom. They're looking to pressure Ramses here.
Diving in. Are there any TPs? So that's the question. Doesn't look like it at the moment. Solo's there. Oh, they have got Pasha, of course. Comes in with the teleport. They've got their eyes on Snake on the side of it. Snake's going to be first to fall. General falling. Again, these sprouts blocking him off, making sure that he's stuck within range of the tower. And that will be 3 kills for VP. Navi cannot afford to continue to make these sort of plays. They're diving in behind tower. Very far out, very alone. He'll get taken down. VP still trying to fight, though. Get some sort of a trade. They've got their eyes on Roger. Roger trying to flap himself over the high ground. He will not make it. Crystallize actually catches out no one on the side of him with the Phantasm, pulls him apart. Lil trying to fight this. You can't afford to do so. The Winter's Gust coming out on the wrong target. It's a double, it's a triple kill for Crystallize. He just gets it handed to himself there. Sure, I mean, the
great position, so they could turn this directly into a push. And oh my god, they find Roger.
Oh, straight up. The bash as well from Lil. They'll have a silence from Dendi, trying to buy him time. The stun connects from no one. Ramses with the wraparound, and he should have more than enough damage. One more touch will do it. Solo to be the one to claim the kill, and now with an 8k gold lead. VP getting some serious momentum. Crystallize indeed caught outside the base, trying to keep himself alive with a lifesteal of the Rift, but it's not going to work. That's CK down to Roger. Roger is gone, as you say, indeed, the same time Pasha. Well, with the Orchid play and the right click that this man can offer. Getting the pick-off after pick-off. Navi, they are hemorrhaging kills over the last 10 minutes. It's 22-14, 15k gold lead for VP. And that's still, as I say, with it, they haven't broken the base yet. Once they take these easy T3s, they're going to be even further ahead.
Yeah, no glyph available. And now it's actually double siege wave as well, so they've got that extra little push power. Oh no, Crystallize, he comes forward and instantly gets stunned and silenced. He's gone! He doesn't have buyback! Crystallize, after such a brilliant game 2, he's struggled here in game 3 multiple times. The CK just gets taken out of the fights. General time lapses into a stun. It's all falling apart. This top Rax has gone. GG is called. Navi just crumbled in game 3 as VP, they had enough. They turned it up. They picked the pushers. They had this Luna. They had this Nature's Prophet lineup. The start didn't look too bad for Navi. No, it looked like they had a great chance. That brilliant triple kill for Crystallize. But since that triple kill, I don't know what happened, but Crystallize, he just wasn't able to play the game. He wasn't able to play, and I think they got too split up. They weren't taking these head-on engagements with Exorcism. I think we only saw I think the only Exorcism was used on the Roche pit, right?
I feel like it was. They just didn't get the chance to pull together as a team, Navi.
I don't know if I saw